Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a double window cut with no cutting dice. And if you like this project, I really hope you'll feel inspired because it is perfect for Father's Day, which is super soon. So let's have a look how to create this project. I've got two panels and this one is white card 300 GSM. And using my scoring board, I'm going to create my very first panel. So, all you have to do first, as you can see, I've got 6 by 12 inches white card. I'm going to score it at half an inch. When this is ready, I'm going to score it at 3 inches. Then moving on to 5.5 inches, and then I'm going to score it at 6 inches. Then I'm going to turn my card 180 degrees. I'm going to score it at half an inch, 3 inches, and also 5.5 inches. So you can see all those score lines, and our first panel is ready. For the second panel, I'm going to score it at 3 inches, 6 inches. Then I'm going to move my card, turn it 180 degrees and score it 3 inches again. So I've got 4 equal panels here. Now it will be time to create that window effect. So using my ruler, I'm going to mark 1 inch on each of the sides. Super simple. And if you do have a trimmer, you can also use that as well. But here I decided to use my cutting mat, ruler, pencil, and a craft knife. And I really like that technique because I do like to cut all my panels this way. So as you can see, I'm creating those 1 inch marks, literally at least 3 on one line. Because this way, you're going to make sure that your line is super straight. If you want, you can draw that line here with a pencil. And don't forget, when you use a pencil later on, use an eraser to get rid of the pencil marks if you want your card to look professionally finished. So as you can see, I really take my time to measure properly here. And this is crucial if you want all your panels to look beautiful. And to be honest, this card is super easy to create. And what's always the biggest struggle for me is to choose the design papers to decorate my card. But I'm going to show you the perfect one for Father's Day in this video. So when these elements are ready with my pencil, it will be time to cut it with a craft knife, and whenever you use it, I do encourage you to be very careful. As you can see, I'm going to hold my ruler with my left hand, and I always have a cutting mat underneath. And this is very helpful because this way I'm not going to damage any of the surface of my glass mat, and I really like my glass mat. So when this is ready, I can always use the leftover piece from the center for my future projects. Like for example, for sentiments, and I do that as well for lots of projects. And if it didn't really cut properly, you can always go back with your craft knife. And as you can see, this time I lifted the cut a little bit, and that really makes a difference. And I'm going to have super clean cut. And I really like it. How often do you use a craft knife to create your cards? Please let me know in the comments down below. So when these are ready, it will be time to move on to the next step. So as you can see, I do have that leftover panel I can use for other projects. So it's always a good idea to erase all the pencil marks, and this is the time to do it before we start putting any of the design paper. You can use any eraser that you like, and always clean all the papers. Now it is time to fold and burnish all those score lines. And in this case, I'm going to use my bone folder from Crafter's Companion. I really like it, and it makes all the folding super easy. If you do have your favorite bone folder, please let me know in the comments down below. I use different ones from Crafter's Companion and Tonic Studio for my projects, but today that is the one. So now we have to burnish all those score lines on our second panel, and you can always do it both ways because that will be the mechanism for our card. And to be honest, this card is super simple. So if you've never ever created a double window card, I really hope you'll feel inspired. choose any design papers of your choice, and you will be surprised how beautiful that card looks when it's put together. And it also goes flat in the envelope, and that's what I really like about fancy fold cards. So, as you can see, the panel is ready. So, it will be time to decorate it, right? So, from Polkadoodles, I decided to use that superhero bundle. As you can see, we've got two design papers, the one with the stars and that beautiful blue background. And I couldn't decide which one to use, so I'm going to use both of them for mats and layers. And you can always use your ruler to measure, and I always use a quarter of an inch to create that border. So as you can see here, I'm going to fold my panels exactly in half, and using my scoring tool, that really helps to fold it properly. And when these elements are ready, I'm going to attach them using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue. And I think that color palette here is good for a Father's Day. But if you do have your color preference for that occasion, please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, have you created Father's Day cards this month? If you haven't, maybe this video will inspire you to do so. And if you do celebrate Father's Day, when do you do it in your country? Because in England it is very, very soon. So now it is time to assemble the panels together, and whenever you use liquid glue, you do have time to maneuver the elements, and I do encourage you to do so. If you really want that professional look, as you can see, I'm also using my bond folder on the back to burnish it. And that will make that sticking super quick, easy, and it will be amazing. So those two panels will be ready, so we can move on to the next step. And also, what do you think about that star pattern from Superhero Bundle? Do you like it? Because I think it'll be perfect for many, many occasions, not only Father's Day. So now, as you can see, I've got the second panel, and using that leftover blue design paper, I'm going to use it for some mats and layers here. You can use any design papers of your choice, but if you want to get the ones I'm showing you here from Polkadoodles, all the names of the products you can check in the description down below if you're interested. And if you do like Polkadoodles designs, please let me know which one is your favorite. Now I'm going to use some leftover elements from Spring into Easter collection, and I'm also going to link it in the description down below. Really wanted to create some color variation, and as you know me, I love distressing, but also I love ombre effects. And these two design papers really give me that effect. So now it is time to create those side panels, and I need 3/4 of an inch at the top and the bottom, and also on the side. So using my trimmer, it makes that so much easier. So as you can see, I just need 3/4 on each side, and then I'm going to create that cut line along the longer side. And this way, I really need the panel. And when this is ready, I'm going to create a smaller one with the blue I showed you. You can also use, I don't know, you can draw it first with pencil, and that will be even better. But I'm pretty confident with my trimmer, and I like it. So as you can see here, I'm not going to use any cutting dice for this card. And that's what I really like about fancy fold cards, because you don't really need much. All you have to do is to choose the color palette for your project. So those two panels are ready, and I can still use the leftover blue for other project, like for example, for my sentiments as well. So whenever I've got any design paper I print, I always have those white borders. So the first step to do is to actually get rid of them. As you can see, that's why I use my trimmer, and then I'm going to measure my panels because I don't want to make any mistake. And this time, all the sides will be 1/2 inch. And this way, all my mats and layers will be perfect. And that's what I really like using a trimmer. You can get very specific here, and I really like it. If you do use your trimmer, please let me know how many projects have you created with it. And if you do have your favorite trimmer, I would absolutely love to know which one is it. because to be honest, I actually broke that trimmer you can see here a couple of days ago and I need a new one. So if you do have your favorite, I'm really looking for some recommendations. So if you do have one that you really like, please let me know in the comments down below. As you can see here, I'm going to create smaller panels using that blue color. And when these are ready, it will be time to assemble them on a card. Super quick and simple. So as I told you, the most tricky part of this card is to decide what design papers you want to use. And for this Father's Day occasion, I decided to go with blues. But if you do have other color combo, maybe like more vintage style, please let me know in the comments down below. I would absolutely love to see it. And if you haven't seen my video from Monday where I showed you a pop-up flower bouquet card with no cutting dies, you can check that one here at the top right corner. And also, at the end of this video, I'm going to link a couple of Polkadoodles designs I created using some of my favorite digistamps and digipapers. So stay tuned for that. And also, I'm going to tell you that on Saturday, I've got something very big for you. So stay tuned for that. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I do encourage you to do so because you don't want to miss what's coming on Saturday. Now, as you can see, we've got those two panels ready and we can start assembling them. It's super quick and simple. So as you can see, we've got the flaps on the left and on the right. So that's how I'm going to attach the sides. And then I made a mistake. I put the glue all the way through the middle part. But later on, I fixed it. So if you want your card just to have that white in the middle, just put the glue only at the top and the bottom. But later on, I used that star design paper and I created some mats there as well. And it will be beautiful as well. So you can do that as well, or you can just leave them as they are with the white blank color. And that will be perfectly fine. So when this is ready, as you can see, we do have that dimension. And whenever you use liquid glue, just make sure the glue is set properly before you move on to the next step. So as you can see, our card folds really cool, right? And at this point, I thought I really like to embellish it even more. And I also wanted to decorate the side panels and also that middle part as well. So I'm going to use those beautiful stars. And to be honest, I really like this design paper. And I do think it will be perfect for New Year's Eve, for example, or any other congratulations card as well. If you do have any suggestions, I would absolutely love to read your comments. So, again, I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue because I do have time to maneuver the elements. And if some of the parts are not adhered properly, it is the time to fix it. Now it is time to decorate our card. And here I've got that superhero digistamp and I love it. I thought that would be perfect for Father's Day. And I'm going to use my tri-blend markers from Spectrum Noir. And if you want to know how to create that storage box, I left the link at the top right corner. And as you can see, at the lid, I also have some stamped images and I color them in so I can easily see what colors are inside the box. And if you're looking for the storage solution, you can check that video and learn how to create your own here. So, as you can see, I've got some tri-blend markers here and it is time to color in the image. And if you like this one, I also left the link to it for Polkadoodles website so you can check it out. Also wanted to tell you that it is amazing if you sign to Polkadoodles newsletter because you will get emails with so many discount codes. It is definitely worth it, and to be honest, there are so many new releases every single week. And what's really good, you can also check Polkadoodle's blog, and there are two other challenge blogs as well. And if you're interested in that particular project I'm going to show you here, you can check the website because I left the link to all the other projects for Father's Day. So, yes, you can check that out as well. So as you can see for this character here, I decided to go with a little bit of green, blue, but also that coral color. I thought that would be perfect for a superhero. If you do have your favorite superhero, please let me know in the comments down below. I really like Iron Man, and the reason I like him, not only he's so intelligent, but he listens to a very good music. But if you do prefer other superhero, please let me know which one is it and why you like him or him. I would really like to know. Whenever you create that character, you can change the color palette. It can be some of the colors, favorite colors of the recipient, and that will make your project even more personalized. And I do encourage you to do so. Here I'm going to use my Illustrator marker to color in the skin. Super quick and simple. As you can see, I'm only using one here, but you can use two or three to have that more organic look, and that will be perfectly fine. So now it is time to color in the shoes, and I use the same color as I use for the shield, because I thought I really like all those colors too much. And when you look at the stars on the design paper, those colors are there. So I thought that would be the best option. Now it is time to color in the hair, and as you can see in all those pens here, you've got three colors inside. So you've got lighter, darker, and also the medium color. So you can create beautiful blends straight away with literally no effort. That's why I really like those tri-blend markers from Spectrum Noir. And when this element is ready, we need to actually cut our element. But I thought it is not steady enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a scrap piece of card I've got left over from my project. So as you can see, I'm going to adhere him here using my liquid glue. And when the glue is dry completely, I'm going to fussy cut him. And this way it will be more steady and thick. And I think it will be crucial for this kind of fancy fold card. So as you can see, I'm using my liquid glue here, but if you want, you can also use tape as well. And that will be perfectly fine. So now it is time to put him on that piece of card, and this one again is 300 GSM, which is very good for any card bases or boxes. As you can see, I'm burnishing on the back because I really want that character to be adhered properly. So now it is time to fussy cut him, and it was super simple. You don't really need any cutting dice to do it. So when this is ready, we have to put him on a card. So I decided I really want that superhero on the left hand side. So I'm only going to put the glue on the shoes, top of the hair, and also the side. So I really want him to float a little bit. And when I adhered him, I thought, is there a way I can make this cut even more fun? So with the sentiment that is also included in that collection, I'm going to hide it. But first, let's create some mats and layers for the sides as well. Just to make sure all the panels will match, I'm going to use exactly the same design papers from that superhero collection. So please let me know, what do you think about this bundle with the design paper and that digistamp? Do you like it? So here I've got You're My Superhero, and it's also included in that bundle. I'm going to cut it in half, and just to make sure it matches the card, I'm going to use that tri-blend marker in blue color and create a small border. And I think that would really makes this card very special because all the elements will match. So if you created Father's Day card this year, what did you do on the card? Did you create a fancy fold card or did you use very special embellishments? I would absolutely love to know. So when this frame is ready on both of the elements, I'm going to adhere them in the middle, but as you can see, I'm checking where my character is and I'm trying to hide those words, so you can only see them when you open the card, which I think is pretty cool. Do you do that as well in your card making? Because I think Yeah, it makes our cards more special. There is plenty of space to write your message on the back, and the card goes flat in the envelope. And that's how it's finished. What do you think about this double window card? Do you like it? I really hope you'll feel inspired. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel because you don't want to miss what's coming on Saturday, and it's going to be very big. See you in my next video. Bye!